We're about to break the internet with this. We're going to help you think outside the box. 4 ninja hacks.
Today, well, like, yes, let's talk about this. I love it.
We have a master sensei in our dojo tonight. This is going to be bigger than Elon Musk and Donald Trump's interview. An amazing training, a ninja training.
Let's talk about this. I love it. People need to see it, and it's something that you can, let me tell you, something you can use today. Finishing this, you can start using it today. I love these topics, Omar. I love them.
We're going to cover the 4 ninja hacks. So everybody who's at this dojo, remember that we have Sensei Daniel Hernandez bringing the fire tonight. Let's begin. I'm going to start sharing my screen. If you notice on that right there with that ninja, there's something peculiar about him. Daniel, can we describe a little bit that ninja? What's going on with that ninja? Something weird with him.
Oh yeah, he's got all the tools. He knows he's intentional. He's got everything. He's ready. He knows who he's approaching, but also he's doing it in a professional way. I think that nobody can be a ninja if he's not thinking professionally. So that's something important here. I mean, we're talking about knowing what is going behind. You don't see the ninja until he did what he's got to do. You know what I mean? It's like that's the thing, and he knows he's intentional. So I love the topic just because of that. The title is amazing.
Oh, thank you. That's really good. As you see, if we notice, he's a business person and he's also a ninja. The ninjas were warriors back then that were designed for stealth and hide and be able to articulate things pretty fast and how to kind of like break through codes and stuff like that. So I got this idea of like, we should be thinking sometimes like ninjas when it comes to social media, when it comes to network marketing, because in reality, it's not just in general for business. No, in network marketing, we have to think, especially on social media. So I want you to meet your favorite ninja marketers on here tonight. Daniel Hernandez over there from North Mexico, pretty much close to Mexico City, the largest city in the North Hemisphere of America. And your Jersey boy from North Jersey over here, close right at the border of the city skyline in New York City. I can see it from over here when I get out and when I go to work.
Jersey boy. Yeah.
That being said, we're going to touch on these. This is the table of content. So, Daniel, if you can read them out for them, let them know what we're going to be getting on tonight.
Yeah, first we're going to learn what is an algorithm, because people's like, okay, what's kind of rhythm? I'm not good at rhythm. I cannot dance. Don't worry, we're going to know what an algorithm is. Yes, and how it works. That's fascinating, because sometimes we don't consider how it really works and how it can help us. And boosting the algorithm juice. Yeah, I like those titles that you put, Omar. They're amazing. Yeah, because that's what you really want, And 4 ninja hacks, going directly into the ninja hacks to prime it, so we can take advantage of this. Let's remember something, and I just want to make a comment here. Social media is not against you. Yeah, let's put it this way: it's not against you. It actually wants you to succeed. Yeah, social media wants you to succeed, because the more you succeed, the more time people spend in that social media app. Yeah,
that's so true.
They love people that create communities. They love people that generate value for the rest of the people, so that they can maintain them there. I mean, right now I just finished also a training that was more than 50 minutes, and we had the people there connected all the time. Facebook loves that, and
Absolutely.
the other apps love it. They love when you create content and they keep coming back for what you're sharing with them. So the thing here is to do it in the right way, and with the right intention, so that the algorithm can help you out, can know, okay, this is what Omar is doing, this is what Daniel is doing. Okay, let's help him out so that more people can see them. So that I just wanted to put this out there, because some people are afraid of social media because of that. It's like, no, social media wants to help you. You just need to help social media know exactly what your topic is, what your tribe is all about, what community you're building, so that the algorithm can work for you. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Omar. I want to apologize for the little typo. It says Ninka, but you already know it's a ninja. So I guess I was thinking a little bit of I don't know, Inca corn or something like that.
It's a 2024 version. So
Yeah, that's a new version of it. But yeah, sometimes we find ourselves, I see people that they honestly, and it's okay. Don't feel bad if you ever feel like you don't understand the algorithm, you don't know what it is. Well, tonight we're going to share with you exactly what it is, how it works, and how to actually kind of think outside of it, so you can trip the bot instead of you can trick the bot instead of tripping the bot. And we're going to get
yeah.
there, but I want you to know, listen, this is going to happen. We're about to break the internet with this. This is going to be bigger than Elon Musk and Donald Trump's interview last night that
Mm.
broke the internet. We're going to go hard with this, but it's going to be very short, precise, because I did mention it's the second part to this. I want to give you enough so you can bite, but leave you enough hungry so you can come back for gaining knowledge, right? So
Yum, yum,
that
yum.
being said, every network marketer has two buckets. Hence, network marketer is two words. You need to learn how to network and you need to learn how to market. So in
Mm.
today's world, you're going to have these two buckets, passive and active. Now, the passive is more like Daniel is a beast at the passive. Daniel, you do Facebook Lives, you post stuff. If you want to explain a little bit more, what is the passive side of it?
Sure. Sure. I mean, it's about creating the content for the people that you really want to talk to, and to really defining your niche so that you know what is bringing value to the rest of the people. And you're using tools like Reels, for example, that it's right now is the best tool, that is a passive tool for people to find you, for people that don't know you, for them, people that are not your friends yet, or they are not following your profile yet, depending on the social media you're using, and the social media app, then they are going to find you through those contents, and you're doing it regularly. You're making different reels, you're making different live videos, you're making different posts and stories. So that kind of content is going to find people that vibe like you got to find a tribe that vibes like you. See,
Your
and
vibe
that's it. Yeah.
attracts your tribe. That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly. Yeah, your vibe attracts your tribe. So the thing here is that the more niche you are, the easier it is for you to get to those people. That's it's like being a sniper. Yeah, rather than being like Terminator, no, like with like just shooting everywhere and to see who you can find. Yeah, it's more like having that sniper, just trying to find that precise person that connects and vibes like you and with you, so that with that kind of content, then they can say, okay, I have seen what you were doing. I don't know how many times, Omar, some people that you connect with, it's the first time that you're talking to them and they say, yeah, I've been seeing your videos, or I've been watching this, or I saw this story, or the other day you said this, and you didn't know. I mean, you didn't even know that they were seeing your content, and it's people that have been following you for some time. And that if you're constant, yes, you build confidence, so that constance builds confidence, and people, when they feel confident with you, then they can take your suggestions. Then they can say, yeah, what you're saying, I want to know what you're using. I want to know why you're feeling so good. I want to know how I can feel like you're feeling, now, because that trust has been built thanks to all that. I mean, they are confident talking to you, and then that trust is built thanks to that passive kind of content that we use regularly. And that, yes, people, is constant. You got to be constant day by day. You got to be sharing information. There's a lot of people, millions of people sharing in social media right now. So if you have a very specific niche and you're sharing constantly, they are going to find you. Yeah, people are going to find you. They're going to vibe like you.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. Thank you, Daniel, because that is so true. And I listen, if you haven't even done one live in your life, that's okay. Try to begin at wherever. I'm gonna tell you something that you might not like, but I have to tell you that because I love you and I want you to crush it and I want you to become a beast. The faster you mess up, the better you will be.
Oh yeah.
So the faster you decide to say, I'm going to do this imperfectly, whether the camera is here and I'm looking over here and it doesn't matter. Just go for it. Whether you're looking at it, do short form videos, create posts that create value. On the next training, I'm going to be talking about Facebook groups, how to create conversations and all that, but not today. Now, these two buckets work together. So the
Yeah.
passive doesn't function without the active. This is what I mean. You can't post and pray. So
Yeah.
if there's somebody on here, overthinker, 300% overthinker, and 200% lazy at a point, it was me. I tried to cover it up with say, oh, I think I'm just so perfectionist that I'm not taking action. No, I was lazy
Uh,
for a bit. Then I remember 2017, 2018, I began doing keto videos in Spanish. I created a group and started having people in there in that keto group. And I'm like, whoa, I was learning, made tons of mistakes. But I learned a little bit of logistics in that. I learned how to create content. I learned to talk to the camera and not talk over here looking at me or looking to the side because I used to be like that. If you ever see some of my oldest videos, you're gonna see like, what was going on with you? Why were you talking? And you were like looking down. You're gonna see it. And hey, I'm okay with that. But I want you to know that these two buckets, they won't function without the other one. So
yeah.
yeah, we need to create the passive and fill that passive bucket up with content and value, but we also need to bring the active bucket and fill that one up. And this is the one we're gonna bring you tonight to make it easier. And hey, I have a
Yeah.
little secret. At the end, we're gonna have a huge announcement. I'll probably give you two. But one of them is going to be pretty exciting, and the other one is going to happen in the HM group. And I'll tell you more about that later. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to get that. So,
Just to give an example, Omar, just let me interrupt here a little bit. I'm sorry. It's before we were starting. I don't know if you noticed that. I mean, behind cameras, I was here with my phone, doing something. I was doing that active thing that you're talking about. You
there
know,
you go.
I mean,
There you go.
I was after a live video, I was talking to someone, telling that person, hey, maybe this business is for you because you love social media, you want to work from your home. Why don't you check it out? It's like that's the active. I mean, you have to do both. It's like
I
one
love
cannot
it.
live without the other. Yeah.
I love it. I love that. Oh my God, that was music to my ears. Thank you for sharing that because that's what we need. See, we want to bring you stuff that we are doing. See, we're not going to tell you to do something without us doing it. This is why we're different from any other trainers. We're in the trenches just like you. I'm not talking about something where we build and we stop doing it. No, no, we're doing it. I still
Yeah.
make tons of mistakes. I still go out there and mess it up sometimes because I'm not an expert. I don't know it all. And guess what? Newsflash, everybody is different and every conversation will be different. So if you rely too much on scripts, hey Cynthia's amazing. Cynthia be liking my
Yeah.
my my reels and she be
They're
commenting.
awesome.
She's awesome. She's awesome.
My
So
your reels are awesome, man.
oh man, I
Your
try.
reels
You know what? When I see yours and I see your lives, I'm like, oh my God, I think I gotta step it up, bro.
are-
So let's talk about these two similar things. What is the bot and what is the algorithm? I'm going to cover the bot just to give you a little, a little bit insight of it. But the bot, you could think of it as the bot, a specific bot, a type of software that uses algorithms to perform tasks, especially tasks that involve processing data or data, however you want to call it. Why? Because it's for the first time in like forever in the history, every social media has been now infected with what they call the TikTokification of social media. This is in the
Yeah.
book of Day Trading Attention by Gary Vee. And he talks about how every social media now is adapting to the platform of social media with a For You page, from TikTok, a For You page. And for the first time in history, they're putting your content for free in front of eyeballs. So this is why we need to learn how to like, oh, now in the other training that we'll be doing maybe a couple of weeks from now or next month, we're going to be talking about keywords that trip the bot, that make you not visible. We'll talk about that another day. But
Yeah.
really important to know that social media, especially the platforms like the more social, like let's say Facebook and let's say LinkedIn, because TikTok has become a little bit more of an SEO, search engine optimization,
Yeah.
and maybe even, Instagram has a bit because it's more just followers. Like you can't just you do build friends and you get friendships, but it's more like followers in TikTok pretty much. But Facebook is where a lot of you, and in my case, if you're a Gen Xer like me, that's where you're gonna make the big bucks. So, but
Mhm.
I'm not gonna expand too much on that. I'm gonna let Daniel now explain to you what's the algorithm.
Yeah, the algorithm is like these bots, the ones we were talking about, they I don't automate tasks by following those algorithms, you know? Everybody wants to be automatized. Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's part of this, you know, like doing things that have to be cyclical. So when that's why they change the algorithm and everything changes because the cycle just changes completely. Yeah. So following algorithms, making them efficient at processing large amounts of data quickly. That's why also, as you were mentioning, there are some words, some things that when you say them automatically, they are taken out, your numbers go down, or they can also go up. Yeah, they can also be more efficient to making you get to more people. So, or using music, or using this thing, or using this other thing, you know? That's why just a very simple hack before entering the other ones, I'm gonna tell you, if there's something new in your social media, use it. They love when you use the new things. Yeah. So if they are using a new button for captions, or a new button for a filter of this or a filter of that, use them.
They
That platform loves that.
love that we use that, because
Yeah.
that's, if in case you haven't known, anybody who's out here maybe not so active or looking for to a way, social media is designed, like Daniel said at the beginning of our call, to keep people on the platform.
Yeah.
Hence social media, right? Let's be social through the media, but also is to keep, because in today's world, and a lot of people say, oh, we have a in today's world, because of social media, we have attention span, we can't, we have a problem. No, we don't.
No.
There's people binge watching Netflix a series, and binge watching a lot of other stuff that are probably irrelevant to others, but it's not an attention problem. It's a
No.
quality and value problem. Now, if you learn how to get attention, creating value, and having quality, you will be unstoppable.
Big.
Definitely. And you're gonna make a lot of money.
Exactly what you said. And let's remember, platforms want to keep people in because that's the way that they're going to show their all their marketing, you know? So they favor people that can keep people interested. So
Absolutely.
show if you show what is interesting to you, you're going to find people that also find that interesting. It's so simple. So
It is.
simple.
It is. And at the same time, it's simple and a little bit complicated if we get into our head. Now, I want to
Yeah.
know, from the ones I'm seeing here, just real quick before we continue, if I can, not today, but if we can share with you a way to niche it down to a T, and be able to be more, to know exactly who do you want to attract on social media. Would that be something that interests you? Cynthia, like it.
Say there,
They,
say there, say there.
I'm going to give you a little hint. We're not going to touch on this tonight, but there's something called Creator Tools Insights. And
Hmm.
we're going to talk about that on another training, because I don't want to expand too much. And I want to be able to let you sleep, because tonight you're going to be blown away just like this. Now, let's go to the next, what you are expecting and waiting for. You've been waiting for this whole time. We're going to make it very simple. The 4 ninja hacks to prime that algorithm in your favor that you can do. And these are just 4. There's a little bit more, but we're not going to cover them all. This is something you can do before posting, during your post, and even after, which is going to help you say to the algorithm, oh, wait, these people have a connection. I need to show their content to each other. Obviously, if you have the right content and you're looking for attracting the right people. Now, keywords and hashtags we'll cover another day. But Daniel, just cover, if you're okay, the left side of this screen right now.
Sure. I mean, something that is extremely simple and people really want to hear from that is the birthdays. It's like those birthdays. I mean, like, and your content, as it says here, your content will be shown to them. Yeah. Just actually connecting with people. I mean, just social media tells you, Facebook tells you when someone's birthday is. So it's very simple to go and connect with them. And a very simple hack that I heard once is to actually go to through Messenger as well. I mean, rather than do like the rest of the people that there, you just put it in their on their profile, like happy birthday, you're gonna get lost. Yeah, you're gonna get lost in all the happy birthdays that everyone is sending. But if you send it in a message, it's very different because now you generate a connection. Yeah, you generate a connection with the person, and now you're saying, hey, happy birthday. I hope you're having an amazing time. And tell me how you're gonna celebrate, and you make it a little more evident, and then people are invested in like, okay, yes, hi, thank you very much, and they also go to your profile, and they also start seeing your content more because now you interacting with that person. So it's a very simple thing to do. I do it every single day, Omar. Every
Absolutely. You know
single day.
what? Well, good question, Cynthia. I was about to answer that right now. This is me. You do not
Yeah,
have to do it like that. I send a video. Like I take it to the next level. Anybody on here maybe has received a birthday video from me. I'll send a video. I want you to see my
yeah,
emotions. I want you to feel and see my smile so you can hear my smile as well. And I want you
yeah,
to feel the words that are coming out. So what I do is I take connection to a whole next level. And guess what? When the algorithm reads that, they say, oh, wait, these two have a great connection. They're writing in private. So let's keep them together. Listen, this is gonna help. This is gonna help. Oh my God. This is a $10,000 Betty. This is a $10,000 tip right here. It's gonna help you boost to a whole next level. One, you're gonna build solid connections. Like I met Betty at convention, and I had met her there in person. I swear I thought I had met her like for years already because we were on meetings and all that. But also the connection we have through Messenger and Instagram was I took it to the whole next level. This is how I build my relationships with people, and
yeah.
my team or not my team, just in general with everybody, because I want
Everyone.
that connection to be genuine. I want to be a genuine connector. I want to be authentic, and I want them to see that I'm real. So I can message somebody. My beard may be I'm all rough. My hair's crazy at work. I'm in a white working suit, not a white suit like a tight suit. I'm saying like a white suit, like one of those uh um painting suits. I'm there. My hair is all disheveled, and I'll send them that message with my voice, with my face, my smile, and I'll send it. They're like, "Oh my God!" Most of them, I kid you not, 99.9% of people, oh my God, you just made my day. I never expected this. This was really special. I could be a mess, but those words come out genuine. That connection goes straight to the heart. And I'll share with them my crazy, maybe all like messed up and scribbled face, but they see me, they hear me, and they feel me. So, yes,
True.
if your choice is the voice, great, because they can hear your tonality. Let them hear you smile. Make sure you're smiling all the time. But anyway,
Oh,
don't want to expand
nice.
too much
That's
on that.
that's an awesome one. And something else that I'm gonna share with you is be careful. Don't start prospecting on a birthday. Yeah. Please
That's
be
a big
careful.
no.
It's just about connection. Yeah, it's just about joy. It's about congratulating the person. And extra hack, go to the stories. Because most likely they shared the birthday cake, they shared anything else that you can also shout them out and like, oh, I saw you're great. I mean, imagine you go to their story, you see that they just had an amazing cake, and you mention it also in that video. I mean, so they are like, wow, this person is really connecting with me. And that's how you build that tribe. You want people to be there. Yes, they're in your tribe. You want them to be in that fire, right? So that they can go, and they're gonna check your content, they're gonna see your past reel, your live video, and they're going to start connecting with everything that you're sharing. Yeah. And how about I gonna share meaningful comments? Oh, that's so important. Yeah. Here, hearts and likes don't build relationships. That's so true. Yeah. Uh, whenever you see, when I prefer to do follow-ups in social media that way, rather than just doing a follow-up and, hey, what's up? How you doing? It's like, go and see what they are publishing. When someone publishes something, it's important to them. Yeah, whatever they are sharing, even if it's just a thought, if it's I don't know, a joke or something about the Olympics or whatever, anything that they just shared, go and have a heartful comment and something interesting. You can make that comment and follow up in that comment in Messenger. That's even additional to that. It's like you can there's a post, and you see in the post that I don't know, his son graduated, and you're like, hey, congratulations. And I see that it's just an amazing thing that happened. I know that now new goals are going to be met. And then now you go to Messenger and you're like, hey, you even look slimmer. Hey, have you been doing exercise, or what's up? I saw your photo there in the graduation of your kid. How are you doing? It's like you're following up with that. You make a bigger connection, a bigger impact with that person. And then it's like, hey, they see me. Sometimes people are just, they're just waiting for that. People are just waiting for someone to see them, to understand them. And if there are people that vibe like you, they're gonna say, finally, I found my tribe. Yeah, and you want them to also feel like that all the time. So I think that those meaningful comments are so important. So please just don't and I know it's tempting. You have the emojis with the 100 or hugs or wow, and everybody has them. Always do something that nobody else can do. I mean, be you, be authentic.
That right there, I love that because one, it separates you from the rest and makes you
Yeah.
different. So you kind of stand out from the rest just posting gifs, or they have the avatar, like you said, with the 100 or the fire, and all
Yeah.
that. But it takes you out of that little group that they're probably seeing. They're like, yeah, nice. But when you comment, have a meaningful comment, like I can go on people's page, and especially like if they have kids, I have a mutual ground because now I could talk about my grandson. Like, oh my God, let's use the example you said about the graduation. Wow, I remember when my grandson graduated from pre-K or from kindergarten. Like, oh my God, that's just amazing, an incredible feeling. I hope you have an amazing one. God bless you guys. That's so awesome. Boom, whole connection to a whole next
Yeah.
level. And what it does, the algorithm says, they began in the comments, but then you take it to the messenger. And this is where, honestly, sometimes people on here might have sent me a message on Messenger, and I don't read it right away because I'm there constantly every day. I'm trying to focus on having 15 to 20 conversations. There are days where I have 40. It's okay. There's people who have 200, just to give you information.
Yeah.
FYI, so just in case there's people who have 200, I haven't gotten there yet, but 30, 40 conversations a day can be possible. And this
Yeah.
is maybe 20 of them. Yes, I'm probably pitching or prospecting them. And then the other 20 is just building in those solid relationships, having them
Sure.
there because you want to nourish your relationships to a point where you're like, wow, I can't believe, once you post something sometimes, I notice a lot that when I do my regular posts in the mornings, and let's say I put a Bible verse or I'll put something of motivation, it'll get like 150, reactions and comments in it. And people like, wow. Sometimes I'm reading them and I'm like, where did these come from? Like I have never spoke to them. Guess what
Yeah.
they just did? Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go and start having conversations with them. I'll comment on my comment in the post because hey, I'm putting that juice I'm boosting the algorithm so they can show it to more people, but also so my post can come out more to that person. Now I take it to Messenger, and now we start chatting, and guess what? The algorithm says, "Wow, these people have they're a good friendship or a solid relationship." I will show more of both to each. And that's where everything starts changing
Exactly.
magically. There's people who I've never, and it just happened recently with a few. There's people I never approached them, and they end up, hey, I went out there and I clicked on the link on your bio. I saw the stuff and I just bought something. I'm like, Well, there's people nowadays, they don't even want you to talk about it. They just trust you to a point that they'll go and they'll buy.
Yeah,
So this is going to be so beautiful when you see it down the road, like not just for the money aspect, but because you're going to connect to a level that you probably don't even need to prospect them. They will still end
yeah,
up buying. Now we
exactly.
still have to do, our work after that and be there. Uh, can I share some samples?
Sure.
Um,
And something additional. So yeah, we could do it later on. Here we don't have it ready, but I mean we could do it later on, of course, in the other trainings, because then we're going to take too long only in that. But something that I just wanted to add to that comment that you were saying also is that when we are making those kind of conversations that are meaningful, also in Messenger, you avoid that Facebook jail. You know what I mean? I mean, you avoid having those issues because it usually happens when you're just sharing the same message, just like, hey, do you want to join my business? Do you want to join my business? Do you want to join my business? I mean, it's so repetitive that actually it's easy for the bots and the algorithm to just notice that you're doing that kind of spamming, and it's gonna block you, you know?
Pamela Anderson, you can't post for 7 days. And
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
I'm guilty. I did that. I once because sometimes you get caught up in the minutia. You want to get to numbers. I want people. Oh my God, it's the end of the month. I have to close this month. So you start spamming. But this is why I don't know if anybody has seen the previous trainings. We talked about the text shortcuts. Bro,
Mhm.
that's gonna help you to a whole next level if you know how to create them. We'll go over
Yeah,
them on another training, but that's gonna help you. But also be genuine. Just have conversations. I know it's kind of dreading because if you're typing a lot now, when you have the text already in the shortcuts and you have your way of putting it, you can switch some words. So the algorithm doesn't give you pow on your hand and be like Daniel said, you're going to Facebook jail. And I was there. It sucks because sometimes you can't post. You know what? I got to a point where I couldn't even like other posts. I got that. I got I was just there like, oh my God, I'm in Ghostland because I can see people, but they can't see me. I can't react. So it was crazy. But anyways, let's continue with the other ones. On over there in the messenger, we can go to stories. So when you get up and you start, let's say I take in the morning because I get up at 4:30. After I'm getting all set, after I've prayed, I go in stories and I start checking which stories I don't like them all, and I won't comment on all. But if I see something that's that I can spark a conversation, I'll put heads back again, a meaningful comment. But then I'll go into the messenger box because the stories you won't see it. I'll go into the messenger box and see if they're active. If
yeah,
that green dot is on, ooh, they're there. And guess what? You're going to get my message now. Now we're going to start a conversation. They won't always answer, or they'll probably, I wouldn't say ghost you. There's no such thing as ghosting you, but they'll read it. They're probably busy. People got busy lives, but they will
yeah.
get back to you. So on the stories, I will go definitely looking for ones that are more appealing to me that I know I can start something like uh, and I'm gonna be honest, if I'm going on stories and I'm seeing crazy stuff or somebody just dropping F bombs back and forth, I probably won't comment them. I won't spark a
No, me
conversation with
neither.
them because I probably won't want them on my team because if they're going too crazy or if it's
Also,
something completely like extra, like, whoa, what did I just hear? No, probably won't. Now, let's continue with the other one before we close this night. The P is for post, but you're going to go back into old or recent posts. I just recently did this in one of my old videos from Keto. I commented something like, oh my God, this was pretty insightful. It's my own video. I know it sounds like, whoa, you're giving yourself a high five. No, what I'm doing is I'm juicing up those algorithm juices. I'm kind of like putting them in there so they can start. And guess what? The algorithm reads it because it has already engagement and pushes it out. And it pushes you up into the For You page now, anywhere. Whether you're on
yeah,
TikTok, Instagram, and even Facebook overall, it's going to push you onto the For You page and it's going to have you up there so more people can see it. Find posts, uh, videos that you have liked or that you like to boost engagement to. Supposed to say two, it's not yo, but another typo. But let's say Daniel pretty much knows about this too. He did a video today, a
Yep.
live. He just finished it. And he got massive comments in there. He got a lot of engagement. But then by tomorrow he already replied to all the messages. So that video gets dug a little bit down because of the algorithm working, putting recent stuff to keep you, engaged. Hence, now he's gonna go 3 5 days from now, or maybe even more, and he's gonna drop another comment in that video, whatever it is, or even reply to a comment on that. Boom. Now that the algorithm pushes it back to the For You page and puts it on top. It's like taking your resume and put it on top so more people can see it. And that's where, listen, once you start doing this, it becomes a second nature. It becomes such a, like, you're just doing it out of a habit that it just comes naturally. You won't have to force it. You won't have to think about, oh my God, what do I have to do? No, no, no. And this doesn't have any, it's not in order. Like, you don't have to do one thing first and then the other ones. As you go, I would suggest that when you wake up, if it was you, you would like to get the first birthday in the morning, right? The birthday wishes and all that. I'm pretty sure, I was if people like me, I'm like energetic and like I'm not so outgoing, but I will be to a point. I want people to have their first smile because of me. Like I want to think like that. Like I want to put the first smile on people. They're beginning the day. OMG, how that has impacted people.
Oh
You
yeah.
never know. People are going through a lot of ish out there. It's tough times right now, especially with all this happening today in today's world. So if you're the one making a difference and making an impact, a social impact without even knowing, just by a birthday wish, and you put a big, gigantic, cheesy Kool-Aid smile. Gen Z's won't understand what Kool-Aid is, but a Kool-Aid smile on people, you made their day.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you're going through, they're gonna be like, wow, thank you so much. You have no clue how much that I needed that. And they'll probably even open up, I've been going through so and so, and then reading your message. Guess what? Now you have a genuine connection. The same thing goes for the
Exactly.
comments, for the stories. I usually do two of those, not all of them, in the morning. Now, during the day, one thing I want to say, a little parenthesis, and I'm going to speak it from my heart with love, but I have to say it in this way so you understand it. A little funny now. The algorithm does not give a rat's hootie what time you post or what time you do anything. They don't care. So as long as you're doing something, it's gonna trick trip the bot or trick the bot to engage and put the algorithm and saying, oh, I got this data collected, and these people have a connection. Let me show more of them. Let me have them engaged. And you're gonna notice one of the things you're gonna notice if you go on Facebook, on TikTok, or on Instagram, the people you have the conversation the most are gonna be popping up in the stories most of the time.
Yeah.
You go on social media, you're gonna say, "Ooh, I seen this. Hey, I saw this face. Saw this face yesterday." But don't get caught up on that because if you're seeing the same people, that means you're not actively doing the work. And we talked about not posting and praying. There's a passive part, but there's the active part. So you do want to have certain faces up there you've seen before from previous conversations, but you also want to start having a lot new more people and eyeballs seeing
Yeah.
your stuff and you seeing them. All right. So I wanted to make a little parenthesis there. Just don't fall back and say, well, I see the same faces every day. The same five faces, We have to make it we have to put that effort. Yes, it's network marketing and we have to market, but we have to network. And
Yeah.
that part you can't skip it. This
No.
is a people's business. People will join your business because they trust you, they respect you, and because they love you. Some people may have some questions. Just want to thank you for letting us bring this Jedi ninja class brought by Sensei Daniel Hernandez, who's a beast in this.
Yeah.
And myself was I'm a student. I'm just a student, but I'm also I have the best sensei with me, which is Daniel. So I know we're
Aw.
closing. Daniel, you're so awesome, man. You make things so easier for me.